Rated PG. Parental guidance is advised.
Hi and welcome to another episode of KILIMO Diaries. My name is Violet Njaki and it's day 2 at the Agritech Africa Expo, and today we are targeting machineries. Today we're going to learn how we can be helped when it comes to machinery in poultry, in livestock, in seeds, in planting, in everything that needs machinery. We are moving forward. We're moving from the old age, moving forward when it comes to technology, when it comes to machinery. And that is why today we are targeting machinery. We are going to visit a couple of stalls. You're going to see me walk around to a couple of people, talk to them, understand how the machinery works, so that you can get to know what do we need to improve our yields, what do we need to improve our produce. So let me not keep you waiting. Let us go meet some of them. So just as I said, today is all about machinery, and that is why I'm at this stand here today, going to understand what they have and how it helps farmers when it comes to making sure that their input is well, that their yields are the best to put out even in the market. Welcome. Please introduce yourself and tell us which stall you are in today.
So we are Rover India. So we are manufacturers of these vegetable planters. We are from India. My name is John George. And these planters, like you see, so traditionally there are two ways where vegetables are grown. So there's either done traditionally by hand, or there are these huge machineries. So there's nothing in between. So we come in. So we have these machineries that are specifically suited for small and medium farmers. So these are machines that can be used by just one person, or we have a bigger one that is used by 2 people. So the main advantage of using these machines is that they can save a lot on labor. So with just 2 people, they can seed an entire acre in about 4 to 5 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. And another advantage is that the amount of seeds that they use can be saved, because seeds are really expensive all across the world. So with our machinery, we can save about 30 to 40% of seeds. So for example, a farmer is using about 1 kilo of seeds per acre. He just needs about 600 grams with the seeder. So that is an advantage. Also, since the machines can be, you can set the spacing of the seeds, you get all uniform size of vegetables, so that you naturally get the best price in the market. So that is also another advantage.
Wow.
So yeah, so we manufacture these from India and we ship across all over the world.
Wow, that's
so yeah.
So with the two, I've seen they have different kind of mechanism. With this one that is in front of us right now, how does it work?
Yeah. So basically this is a push type single man operated seeder. So we've got 4 rows. So you load the seeds in each row, and then you set the spacing as to how close you want the seeds to fall, and all you have to do is push.
So it goes.
Yeah. So when you're pushing, there are 3 things that are happening. It's making a burrow, it's dropping the seeds, and it's covering the seeds.
Wow.
So after this, your only job is to irrigate the land.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
That makes what easier.
Yeah. So this is a bigger version. So the main difference is that, so this was a 4 row. So this is a 5 row with bigger seed boxes. So this is operated by 2 people, and it makes your work get done faster. So if you take about 5 hours to do an acre in this, you take about 3 to 4 hours in this.
Oh, it's somehow quite.
Yeah. And also this can be used by bigger farmers. For example, they have about 100 to 200 acres. These can be hooked down to a bigger tractor. So you can hook up 2 to 3 machines and get work done really fast. Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that's some good innovation.
Yeah.
So if a farmer gets this equipment, this machinery, how do they take care, how do they maintain so that they can ensure that their machinery gets to work as they bought them?
Actually, so that is one main reason that we have made this completely manual. So there is no engine or battery to power these. So these are absolutely, very minimal maintenance. The only thing that the farmer will have to do is maybe grease the joints maybe once a year. Otherwise, it's all zero main. Yeah, once a year.
Wow.
So yeah, so
and-
these are built to last.
How long are we expecting a farmer to stay with one machine?
Minimum of 5 years.
5.
Yeah.
Wow. And this one same 5 years as well?
Same 5 years. Same 5. The only thing that might wear out is the sheets that you see on the front and the back. Those are like your car tires. So you see change them maybe once a year.
Oh, I was to ask what the rolling things are.
So that's to prevent the mud from sticking, so that the wheels go rotate in a uniform pattern.
So does this work for all types of crops and vegetables that a farmer needs to use?
Mainly for all your English vegetables, or your carrot, your beetroot, your radish, chili, tomato, coriander, all your leafy vegetables, and mainly for seeds like beetroot and smaller, not for bigger seeds like your maize and sunflower. So we have a special machine being developed for that in about a month's time. Yeah.
And what advice would you have for farmers in adapting to using machinery instead of using the old age method?
So the main thing that farmers need to do is they should be willing to try it out, because only if they try it out they'll understand the advantages of a machine. Because we are running out of labor, but at the end of the day we all need food to eat. So mechanization is the way forward, because you save on seed, time and labor. So that is one thing.
Thank you so much, and I hope that farmers get to buy this machinery so that they can ease their ways into farming, even when it comes to input and their yield. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, we've been told that farmers need to adapt to machinery so that you can make your life easier, your farming life easier, and even your product will be the best of the best in the market. But this is not only the only stall we are going to visit today when it comes to machinery. We are going to many more, and you're going to learn more about the different machineries that we have in the market to make the life of the farmer as easy as possible. So still on the machinery, I'm here with some animal tags, as you can see in front of me, but trust me, it gets mechanical. You'll just see in a bit. And I'm joined by the lady in charge of this stand. She's going to introduce herself to us and tell us how do these animal tags get mechanical. Please introduce yourself and tell us all about what we have here today.
Thanks for the opportunity. My name is Britta Niels. We are a manufacturer from Germany called KILIMO International GmbH. We are a specialist in animal identification devices. As we are really a specialist in animal identification, we are doing them for the different species, so for cattle, for sheep and goat, for pigs, and also we have different types available. For example, you see here just a visual tag. It's already printed with a Kenyan numbering system, which is about to be introduced for cattle. We expect this for late 2022 or beginning of next year. And beside this, we also offer electronic identification devices, which are used to digitalize animal and herd and farm management. So, for example, they can be used to digitalize processes like milking. They can function within automated feeding systems and also automated milking machines. So you can, it's like this, if a cattle goes into an automated milking machine, the ear tag is scanned, and then the machine knows, okay, the cow with this number arrived at the station. It goes into the milking machine. Then the milking is done automatically, and also the milk yield is recorded automatically. So it really helps you to keep proper records and to be able to make decisions based on data and to improve your business. And besides this, we also have another cool product, which is called our FlexoPlus Geno system. And with those ear tags, you are able to take out a tissue sample while applying the ear tag, which is put into a sample vial. And it is also closed hermetically during the application process. So you can be to 100% sure that the sample within the sample vial is from the animal with this number, as the same number is written on the sample vial. And so they can be analyzed in the laboratory. This is used for to detect any diseases or to extract the DNA for breeding purposes. So this is a rough overview about our product.
So when you're using all these products, are you limited to if you have only like 5 cows, you know which cows you have, or you can use them with a small number of animals or even a large number of animals?
You can use them for whatever number of animals you have, and also for small-scale farmers. For if you have just a few cows, it is also good to keep proper records so that you are able to really have the history of any cow. And through this, it is really important to have ear tags of a good quality, so that they do not fall off. We are working with the highest quality plastic granulate, and there is a special locking mechanism. And through this, we ensure that the ear tag really stays at the animal. We have a proven loss rate about less than 1% over several years. So it's really, you can say one-time tag with a Casely ear tag, it will stay at the animal for the lifetime of the animal.
And why is it important for farmers to use ear tags on their animals?
To keep proper records, mainly, and to be able to make decisions based on experience and on data. Yeah, and to get most profit out of each animal.
Okay, thank you so much, and I'm hoping that farmers can adapt to the new system, especially the one of getting, like, you can actually get the DNA of your cow.
Yes.
This is some new stuff. Wow, this is quite interesting, if I may say. So before I take you to the next stall, I want us to see how this works, how you put the ear tags on your animal. So she's going to show us how they do it.
So you place the male part here, then the female on the other side, the female part on this side, then the male on the other side. Then the ear will be here, the animal's ear. Then you do this, and you remove the ear from the applicator. Yeah.
And just like that, your animal is tagged. Just like that, your animal is tagged, and you get to keep records of all your animals. I'm telling you, I told you it will get mechanical. Told you. Well, at least now we've learned that there's a new system of keeping records for your animals, even getting tissue samples, DNA samples of your animals. And this is some good stuff that we need to adapt as farmers to ensure that we have the records of all the animals that we have in our farms. Well, you're going to go to another stall, but I must say, this is some new stuff. Like it. I'm hoping that farmers get to adapt to it. Thank you so much.
You are watching TV 47, the home of untold stories.
Ajali ya kuogofya wapokonya watu 7 maisha yao eneo la Kosachei, barabara kuu ya Eldoret Webuye.
Ile Nissan ambayo imefinywa na lori ilikuwa imesimama kando ikitaka kuokoa ile ingine yenye imepata accident.
Chama cha Azimio One Kenya cha washawishi wakazi wa Nairobi ili kupata ushindi katika uchaguzi mkuu mwezi ujao.
Tukichaguliwa na Mungu atusaidie hawa wananchi watuchague, tutachunga wapinzani wetu sawasawa, sababu ni Wakenya kama sisi.
Huku muungano wa Kenya Kwanza ukikita kambi katika kaunti ya Meru.
Tukubaliane ya kwamba tunataka uchaguzi wa amani, kwa sababu tunataka kuendesha taifa letu katika njia ya maelewano.
Na katika makala yetu maalum ya michezo, tunamwangazia bingwa wa mbio za mita 100 Ferdinand Omanyala. Je, ni kipi umtofautisha na wanariadha wengine?
Tonadol Extra imetengenezwa kwa njia spesheli kupambana haraka na maumivu ya kichwa, mwili na hata meno. Tonadol Extra, hakika maumivu yakizidi, pata ushauri wa daktari.
You are watching TV 47, the home of untold stories.
Well, still in machinery, I'm here at the Big Dutchman stall, and we are talking about the poultry machinery and how it helps farmers, how farmers get to use the machinery that they have here when it comes to getting the best of the output out of their poultry. And I'm joined by what title do I give you so that I do not give you the wrong title?
Managing Director.
Yes, I'm joined by the managing director of the Big Dutchman, and he's going to explain to us about the machinery they have and how they work. Please introduce yourself and tell us about the machinery that we see here today.
Okay. My name is Roland Dance. I have experience in Big Dutchman since 17 years, what I'm in the poultry and pig industry.
So when we talk about the machinery that Big Dutchman has, like this one here, tell us about this and what it does and how it works when it comes to helping poultry.
Poultry is sometimes a very tricky business, because at the moment is hitting us the high feed prices, transport costs has shot up, but still the cheapest protein worldwide is eggs and poultry meat. And in a growing population what we have here in Africa, especially here in East Africa, we have to look on cheap, affordable food, and poultry is one of the best to achieve that. So what we have to look at it is as well on the smallest space ever to produce as much we can. Yes.
So when it comes to the machineries that you offer, how do they help when it comes to ensure that we have enough poultry that give good produce to the farmer?
We have to look on the health conditions of the animals. We have to look an efficient way to feed the animals so that we are not losing on the whole chain a lot of feed. We have to look that we have not too many workers in the barns because of the biosecurity. We can transmit very easily then some diseases. So cage system helps. First, we bring the birds out of the floor, so they are not living in their own manure. So that helps a lot first. Then we keep them a bit together so that we don't have too much movement, because too much movement means automatically that a lot of feed goes to the movement and not to the product.
Yes.
Okay. So we can as well, it's easier to feed. It's not anymore to carry feed bags throughout on the whole barn. That is can be automated, helps to produce cheaper with less of people. These people, they can, of course, we want every time that we can employ more people and more people. So de facto, we have to look that this farmers can grow to produce more. Therefore, they need as well more employees, not only to feed the birds or to clean the barns, no, to transport to the suppliers. Yes.
So with the machine that we have here, I've seen that it has like a feeding part, there is a water part and all that. What machine do we call this and how is it supposed to work?
That is a A-frame system that is especially for small and middle scale farmers. So between 500 birds and 10,000 birds, let's say. We have the birds in the cages. They have an automatic drinking system with nipple drinkers who are working 360 degrees. So from wherever they touch, water comes out. Then we have the feed draft where the feeding can be distributed either, depend on how big is the farm, by hand or by an automatic feeder system or with a trolley where you can push. The birds are in. We have a slightly inclination from the cage, so automatically the eggs, when they are laid, run out here in the egg tray. What is the things? The eggs are always clean because they are not on the floor in the manure. That is a big marketing issue as well for the farmer themselves. You need not many people, and you can on a small space have a lot of birds. So if in this half cage here, you can have 56 layer hens. 56.
The number, yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. And depend how many you want to keep, you can add always more cages, and you can grow with the system. That is an ideal cage for small and middle scale farmers. What is the most here in Kenya? Yeah.
So you have the machine that can cater for all types of farmers, large scale, small scale.
We have small scale farmers with 150, 200 birds. We have big scale farmers with 350,000, 1 million layer hens. Yes, yeah. Also, the biggest farm what we have made here in East Africa is in Uganda, called Afro Chicks and Breeders, and they keep 1 million layer hens.
Wow, that's quite impressive.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much for your insights, and I hope that more poultry farmers may get to use this kind of machinery to make their work easier, life easier, and even get the best out of their poultry. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you all. We have learned today that your poultry can also give you the best because of the simple machinery that you can see here. Look, this simple machine giving you the best out of your eggs and out of your chicken. Well, at least today I've learned quite a lot when it comes to the machinery industry. But before I close this show, I'm going to talk to the organizers who actually brought the German machineries to be showcased here in Kenya and see why did they decide that Kenyan farmers are the people to target. Well, we've been able to showcase some of the things that Germany has to offer when it comes to farming. And now I'm joined by Alexander. He's one of the organizers of Germany showcasing what they have in the machinery industry when it comes to the Kenyan farmers. And we're going to talk, Alexander, before I even continue. I know you as Alexander, but please introduce yourself so that our audience can know.
Sure. My name is Alexander Haus. I am in charge of international cooperation within the German association VDMA, which is the main institution for the agricultural machinery manufacturers and also component manufacturers. Right.
So when you talk about agriculture, what is the impact of technology and machinery in agriculture, and how has it been able to impact farmers?
I mean, agricultural machinery is the key. So when it comes to the higher yields and to higher profitability of agriculture, it has to do with machines. So you have to apply the modern, high quality machines on the field, in your livestock equipment. This is really crucial if you want to be profitable.
So, what are some of the risks that farmers face when it comes to using machinery and even technology, considering that you're from Germany but getting to bring your products into a different country? What are some of the risks and challenges that you face with that?
You mean the main challenge is that you need to have local partners. So, because machinery is quite complex, it really needs a lot of consultation, recommendation, and I mean, even the best machines, after a while, they need warranty. Some parts need to be replaced, some things need to be adapted. So you have to have a local partner, a dealer, distributor who can fix it. And I think this is something where we're still struggling in Kenya. We have seen quite a good potential for farming business, both crop production and livestock production. But so far, it's really hard to find appropriate and also motivated dealers and distributors. So we had about 10 companies here on the German booth, and just 2 or 3 of them gave us a feedback that they were successful finding a partner. For others, I think they're still looking for, and maybe also by this reportage, if there is any feedback to you guys, so please reach out to me, since this is crucial and as a next step.
And when it comes to this expo that we have here today, why did you see it fit that targeting the Kenyan market, the Kenyan farmers, are the best way to go in helping them creating their produce, creating good produce out of their yields?
You know, I already mentioned huge potential in Kenya. I see a certain agronomic knowledge here. I think from the theoretical part, from the education, you are already on the right way. So you have a lot of skills, and I think also for farmers who came, to visit our German booth, in our discussions, I have seen that they really understand farming. But I think they are still lacking support from the government or from international organizations. They are also missing leasing schemes and financing. And of course, the new age of agriculture is full of digital solutions, which also need to be, applied here. And this is also a step ahead, but it needs a strong support from the manufacturers.
Thank you so much, Alexander, for your input. And I'm hoping that more farmers continue to reach out when it comes to machinery and all that includes technology with helping farmers and their outputs.
Yeah, thank you. And please always feel free to reach out to us. We will try to help whenever we can.
Thank you so much. Well, guys, we've heard from Alexander, an organizer of the German stand here at the